This week we've made lots of progress towards getting this into our house. This is our new wood burning stove and it's still all packed up. It's sitting here ready to be installed. But this week we've been working on getting everything ready, so getting the tile down and getting the back of the chimney all finished so we can put this huge stove into our front room.
Our first job this week was to lay our beautiful tile, and we wanted the tile to be flush, and we'd had to cut out some of the old wood floor to give ourselves enough clearance for the wood burning stove with the tile. And so Stephen took some of the floorboards that we'd taken up and he cut and made this beautiful trim around the edge of the tile. So when we laid the tile flush, it has this trim around the edge, which is the original floorboards.
We uncovered this chimney when we took down the plaster after we moved in, and we found the old brick, but it had a huge hole where the old fire used to be. And so as we've done the preparation for getting our wood burning stove in, we've had to brick all that up, and unfortunately we weren't able to match the old brick that was put in years ago and today's brick. And so we decided that we would put a sandstone over the brick as a finish. And this is our finished look. And this is, what's amazing about this sandstone is it actually comes from the old Mount Allison Veterans Memorial Library, and it was demolished years ago, and this is the original sandstone that was taken from salvaged from the front of that building, and we now have it on in our fireplace here at the manor, which is just really cool.
Each piece of sandstone was individually hand cut to fit on our chimney, and the end result is just stunning. It looks so beautiful, the color of the sandstone, the different sizes of the stones, and it's so cool to think that it came from another historic building locally just down the road in Sackville.
We'd been looking for a stovepipe medallion. This is where our wood burning stove is going to go, and we wanted something to go on the sandstone here just to really make this pipe area a feature. And so we'd been looking for a stove medallion. We picked one up in Dorchester, and it's actually this one, and you can see it's quite big. And we actually discovered later that it actually was designed for the floor. It was actually designed for the floor, so the pipe would come up through the floor, and this was essentially a heat register. So this inside piece is separate, and you would basically twist it so you could let heat through or close it up, right? So we just think it's really cool. So we've decided that we're going to put this onto our sandstone around our pipe. And so I wire brushed it and I painted it all up, and it's looking really good. So I'm just really excited to see this actually on the sandstone with our pipe in place and our wood burning stove, and I think it's going to look really great. I've just finished painting the final coat on the front door behind me, and so now we just have to wait for the paint to dry, and then we can put on the new door handles and the lion head door knocker. And so I'm really excited because I can't wait to see them all on the door. It feels like it's taken forever for this paint to dry, for us to be able to put the hardware on the front door, but finally it's dried enough and our lion's head door knocker and our door handle are on the front door. And so the front door is pretty much finished, and we're really excited. We just love how it's turned out. We love the vintage brass and the black, and I think it's we still got some work to do on the porch area, but it's a great first look when you come to the manor and see our front door.
So while we've been working on the front door and the wood burning stove inside, I've also been continuing to sand and paint the outside of the manor. And I've been working on the end of the manor this week, the area that you see first when you come down the driveway. And this week we've managed to get finished all the porch area around the door, and then about 3/4 of the end of the manor is all now filled. The wood filler's done, the sanding's done, the painting's done, and you can see these beautiful sandstone look panels which are looking really great. We've even started painting some of our trim. You can see the white here at the top of the window, and we've started with the primer coat, and this week we're going to be working on some test pots to get the right white for our sands to go with our sandstone colour. So I'm going to get back to that, and I'll see you next week on our next episode of Ladysmith Manor Diaries.